I'd like to start this video off with a moment of silence for the Habs fans' spirits that were lost and or crushed when the fifth overall selection was made. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Obviously, I'm going over the top with that statement to open things up, but this is a bigger shock than last year when the Habs selected Juraj Slafkovsky over Shane Wright. And ultimately, I very quickly came around to the Juraj Slafkovsky. I'm on the Slav train now, and I still believe it's possible that he'll be the best player in last year's draft. But the Montreal Canadiens in the 2023 NHL Entry Draft select David Reinbacher, fifth overall. It's even hard to say, honestly. It's a little bit hard to say. And I think this is just a clear-cut picture of how much better I sincerely hope now that the Montreal Canadiens, Kent Hughes, Jeff Gorton, the scouting staff know better than the fans do. And that simply is because we thought for sure, at least I did, and several others, including Shane Gaumont, friends of mine, Habs fans everywhere, we were all convinced that we were going to take a forward, just one forward. There were so many available. Michkov was available. Ryan Leonard was available. Zach Benson was available, like just going on and on and on. Dvorsky was available. Definitely shocking to say the very least. This was the worst case scenario for Habs fans, and it absolutely happened. I will say, though, that during the live stream that I just did on my channel, you guys, as the night went on, were giving positive reinforcement, which anybody who clicks on this video, if you're watching this right now, I'm hoping you didn't click on it just to see my disappointed face, which it very much was real. I'm trying to put a positive spin on this pick as best as possible here. The Canadiens select David Reinbacher, a right-hand shot defenseman, a guy who is listed at 6'2", 185 pounds, from Austria, 18 years old, born October 25th, 2004, will be 19 before the end of this year. And it's very clear that the Canadiens believe, I don't know that they believe he's the most talented player available, but they definitely believe that he was the best player available. But I don't know if it's... there's no way that the Canadiens did not address need over talent with this pick. There's no chance, because clearly Matvei Michkov is more talented, and he went to Philadelphia, which was a bit of a surprise also. Ryan Leonard went to Washington. But regardless, the Canadiens picked this player, and even a text I just got from a very smart Los Angeles Kings friend of mine said that right shot D are very hard to come by. Not only that, but a good right-hand shot defenseman. Ask the Toronto Maple Leafs that question, how hard a right shot defenseman is to come by. That I can understand completely. We've got Logan Mailloux in the pipeline. We've got Justin Barron in the pipeline. And other than that, on the right side, I mean, we have Jonathan Kovacevic there, Chris Wyman, but these guys aren't going to be with the Habs long term. So you have to think that the Canadiens believe David Reinbacher is going to be a top four pairing defenseman for a long time. I can start to picture it now, him playing with Caden Gooley or on the right side of an offensive defenseman and Lane Hudson in the future. So there is some positives to be had here. Believe it or not, there is some positives to be had here. Now, one thing that fans are wondering, and this is where I can kind of see it make sense a little bit for the Canadiens, is the fact that Logan Mailloux is mostly known as an offensive defenseman on the right side. David Reinbacher is mostly known as being a defensive defenseman on the right side. So in that instance, the Habs are set on possibly the left and right D, with Caden Gooley on the left, Arbor Jacka on the left, Lane Hudson on the left. On the right side, Reinbacher, Logan Mailloux, maybe Justin Barron, or insert maybe Mike Matheson on the left or right side. So the Canadiens' defensive depth right now is definitely deeper. There's no question that the defensive depth just got deeper for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I did not think they were going to make this pick. I'm still a little shocked, but I'm trying to conjure up and understand, and we're going to get a big explanation, I'm sure, from Jeff Gorton and Kent Hughes. We friggin' better about this pick, because we thought offense was the goal of this rebuild, and honestly, you got to address both needs. So I think I'm already understanding this pick the more I've had time to think about it and process it. But for the first hour of my live stream that I just did, I got to tell you, I was not processing it very well, and neither was anybody else on that stream. Everybody was shocked. And poor Carey Price could not even pronounce Reinbacher's last name. And it was the most awkward pause ever when Carey Price got up there and said David, and then Kent Hughes had to take over and fortunately made light of it and said, we planned it this way. And then they announced that they selected David Reinbacher. But I felt bad for Carey. I felt bad for Reinbacher more than anything else because he doesn't deserve to be this disappointed in before he even sets foot near the NHL or on the Montreal Canadiens. So I think down the road, we have to hope because we just don't see it right now. We do not see it. We wanted another forward. I know I did. You guys know I did. But we have to believe. This is the most controversial pick beyond Uri Slafkovsky so far. I wouldn't say controversial, but I would say against the grain pick that the Kent Hughes, Jeff Gorton era has made so far, where not many people, except for Grant McKegg, 2 for 2 Grant McKegg is the last 2 years with Slafkovsky and Reinbacher here. So you know what? This is the biggest, I wouldn't say gamble, but it's definitely the biggest shock, the most unexpected pick in a long time. I don't think he's going to be a bust. They see a lot in this kid. He's the best defenseman available in this draft, potentially. And not many defensemen were taken after Reinbacher so far in the first round. So I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say, but I was shocked. Once again, the Kent Hughes, Jeff Gorton era has not disappointed on draft day for their first round picks. They have both shocked me, and that's where we're going to leave it. Fill the comment section, guys. Hear what I had to say in this video. Really think about what I had to say, because apparently a right-handed defenseman, a good one, is one of the hardest players to lock in and have be a part of your future franchise for a long time. So let's think about that before you make your comments, but also just tell me what you really think down below in those comments. Hit like and subscribe. We're trying to go for 5K subscribers. We're just passing 4K now. So I want to thank y'all for watching the live stream. If you did, I want to thank y'all for, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. This was a tough one to swallow at first, for sure. And it still kind of is. It's still fresh. But we got to believe. We got to believe. Even if you got to make yourself believe, like I am right now. We got to believe. I know I do. Talk to you guys soon. Go Habs, go. See y'all soon.